I'm very excited to be bringing to you one of the trainings that I really like. And I probably say that quite a bit because I'm always excited about the training. How to add video to your marketing mix. And video will really do so much for your social media. And we're going to give some tips and tools and strategies that are not overwhelming and just, adding too much to our schedule, that can really help build and brand and grow your business. So I always like to say, because as much as I love giving webinars, I love to watch them, and I really love to learn, whether it's a webinar, a YouTube video. And I always think if I can walk away with something, I'm like, wow, I didn't know that, and I can add it. I'm so glad that I gave my time, my 45 minutes or whatever, to learning that. So today I want you to walk away with at least one or two things that you were like, wow, I didn't know that, and I'm glad I know it now. And then we will have a little Q&A at the end also. So success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. And I like that saying by Jim Rohn, because sometimes and I talk to people and we can get so overwhelmed because there's so much to do. And I was talking to a client and she was like, oh my goodness, it's so much stuff. And it is true, but we don't have to tackle everything all of the time. If we just pick a few things and do a few disciplines each day, we can see success come about in our own businesses. So we're going to talk about that today. I'm going to give you a lot of tips, but you don't have to do everything. But I do hope you get started with a few things. So yes, I am Marsha Lynn Hudson. I really like giving webinars and training and helping business owners with their online presence, their digital marketing. I am a writing professor at the college, so I do love to write content. And I'm enjoying starting my podcast, getting my podcast going, and I'm a YouTuber. And I just think that it's a great opportunity. The life that we live in now, we can do so much, and it's so much easier than what it was even just a few years ago. So my mission, as always, and I always tell my clients and people who are listening in, if you're listening in or watching the replay, get a mission statement and let that mission statement guide what you do. And it will really help you with everything. When you have a mission statement and you know how you help people, that's going to really shine and people will see it. So what I do is I help develop action plans and strategies for people to build a brand online, not just with social media, but other digital tools. But I help them with a plan and a strategy that will work with their present schedule, so they're not overwhelmed and confused. So it doesn't seem like it's a lot when we break it down into doing a few things a few days a week. So grab a pen, get your paper. If you like me, keep this phone next to you, turn off your distractions, stay to the end, because I will have free resources and you're going to have so many good tips today. So what will you learn today? Well, you're going to learn the benefits of video, because there's so many benefits. And I have people tell me all of the time, Marsha, I don't really like being on video. So we're going to talk about that. There's so many benefits to being on it. The equipment that you need, it used to be quite a bit, but not anymore. What type of videos to make, where to get ideas for your content, and how to make these videos with your phone and add them to your social media, because making videos with your phone can be easier and not as overwhelming as trying to do a whole lot of equipment. I do YouTube videos and I do use a bit more equipment, but you don't really have to do that. And then we're going to learn making videos without being in the video. People are like, I really don't want to be on camera. But most of the time you should try to be on camera, but you can make videos without actually being in the video. So here's an exercise, and I like to do when we're doing trainings, I like to keep us busy. I would say, if you like, write down 2 things you want video to do for your business. If you think about that for a minute, you might think, well, I want video to create awareness for me, or I want video to let people see the real me so they'll do business with me, because people do business with people they like, know, and trust, and they get to like you and know you through video because you're live. So maybe write down 2 things that you want video to do for you. Maybe you wanted to promote a product or promote a class or something, or let people know about you have something that a business you're going to be opening soon in a few months or whatever. But it can do so many things. And then secondly, think about what is stopping you from doing videos. And the biggest thing that I hear people saying what's stopping them is they don't want to be in front of it, and it takes a lot of time or it's a lot of work. Well, talk about that today because hopefully I can change your mind on that. So what can adding a short form video, 2 to 3 minutes, just once a week? So you don't even have to do a video every day. What can it do for your business just once a week? And I like to tell people, look at it as if it is a weekly show. Maybe every Wednesday, you're going to do a short form video. So it's just once a week. And what will it do for you? It's going to create awareness, going to have people interested in your brand. It causes people to make decisions whether they want to learn a little bit more about you and head to your website. And then it causes people to make action, either call you or email you and even purchase from you. It does. It really does. And video with the algorithms, whether it's Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter, they all will push you out to more people if you add video. Video is just a way to put your marketing on steroids. I just can't stress it enough. It really is. So the benefits of video marketing for your business, even though there are benefits for you, but there are benefits for your business. Videos engage people, and they do. I know we watch videos from our phone. They do. They're engaging. They allow people to connect with you. They get to know you. They boost your sales. Research shows that there's a large number of people who made a purchase after watching a video from your website or your product. And I know that to be true because I order quite a bit from Amazon, and sometimes a retailer will have a video of the product. I'll watch the video and purchase it. Even though there are many retailers selling that product, well, this person had a video on how to use the product, and it really works. So it boosts your sales and your conversions. Videos increase your search engine optimization. The more you put up there, you put fresh content, it increases your search. So when people are searching and putting in keywords, you're more inclined to be found. And they, of course, they will build your audience. You start getting more followers. And the biggest thing is Google loves video, so Google helps to push you out there also. So why is video marketing the next big thing? Well, here are some statistics. And if you look up these statistics, it is the next big thing. It is here. It is big. It's even better than just posting to social media. It's just the thing. People love videos, and they really help to build and brand your business. And you can definitely feel free to take screenshots. So let's talk about the formats. And here are some formats that I use. And here are the 3 most popular formats for video. So you can use your phone to make even YouTube videos. Some people make YouTube videos with their phone. These phones are great, and every year or every 2 years they make a new one. They're great. If you haven't updated your phone in about 4 years or 3 years, you may consider that, because the cameras get better, the features get better. And sometimes I'm working with a client and we're having a hard time trying to look on their phone, and I'm trying to teach them how to do the apps on their phone. I'm like, well, how old is your phone? They're like, well, I've had it for 6 years. I was like, it's time to update. Head over to Sprint or Verizon or T-Mobile, wherever, and update. They have lots of specials. So the cell phone, you can do YouTube videos from the cell phone or short form videos. You can use a small video camera, like a little camcorder that you get from Amazon or Best Buy. It's probably $179. And you can even use screen capture. This is where we talk about you don't have to be on the video. You can just videotape your screen and talk and do a teaching or a tutorial and upload it. And so we'll look more into that. So those are the 3 most popular formats. And for screen capture, the one that I use is called Screencast-O-Matic. And Screencast-O-Matic there is a free version. And Screencast-O-Matic has a low-cost paid version for the year. It's really low cost. It may be $25 for the year. And then you download that app to your computer. And when you want to videotape your screen, maybe you're teaching something or doing a tutorial or showing something, you just hit the record button, it will capture your screen, save it, and you can upload it. So those are some other things that you can do in case you don't want to use, just show your face. So if you make short videos from your phone, you can make these for your social sites. And I always recommend that people keep the icons on their phone. And for me, I have a folder on my phone, and in the folder, I call it social links. And all of my social links are in the folder. So it makes it easy, even if I'm on the go and need to post or connect with my social media, I can do it from my phone because it's so easy, even if I'm on the go. So right from your phone, you can upload your videos to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Is amazing. And it only needs to be a short video where did a Q&A, or you did an introduction video, or you talked about a product or a course, or maybe something about coffee, right? Or any of those things, just something that's going to create interest. So making engagement videos on the go now has become so easy. You may be sitting at the doctor's appointment and you're sitting there waiting for 30 minutes or 20 minutes for them to see you. Do you know you can actually make a video on the go? And it's amazing, just waiting somewhere. Today's social sites allow you to do that. You can just add the video directly from your camera phone to these social sites. So how do we get started with video marketing? And I tell people there are 4 things that you need to actually get started. So you need to think about your schedule, and you might think about, okay, how often can I do a video? If you do a short form, I like to call it snackable video for your social site, it could be once a week. Now, if you think you can do more than once a week, that's wonderful. But I usually do once a week. If you think that your schedule will allow you to maybe even look into YouTube, you can set up a YouTube channel for free. I like to batch my YouTube videos. I'll make 4 videos in one sitting, and then I can edit my videos and upload 1 a week to YouTube. So it's just depending on your schedule, what you can do. You don't want to be overwhelmed. You don't want to be just having too much to do. Sometimes you may think, okay, I just started getting active on 1 to 2 social sites. That's okay. But then wait a month or 2 before adding something new until you get that down. Or you might say, okay, I've added these 2 sites. I got it down packed. I'm posting 2-3 days a week. I'm scheduling. I can add something else. So yeah, maybe you might want to add doing a video once a week. So you don't have to do everything at once, but look at your schedule. And I always say a 60-day, a 90-day goal. Those are great. Do something and add something new in 60 days. Do something and add something new in 90 days. Your gear is the second thing. We're going to look at this. What gear you're going to use, what types of videos do you plan on putting out there for your brand voice, and what medium are you going to use? Are you going to use YouTube? Are you just going to do your phone? Are you going to do a podcast, right? So there's so many things, but getting started doesn't have to be overwhelming. So adding video just once a week, like I said, will grow your audience, okay? So the gear. You don't need expensive gear anymore. It used to be you had to buy so much equipment, it was expensive to do a video or start a video campaign. But now a camera or a cell phone, I use different cameras for different things. As you know, I'm a photographer, but you don't need but a cell phone. When I make short snackable videos, I use my cell phone. When I make YouTube videos, I have a Canon camera, a small Canon camera that I bought. I think it was like 500, and I really like it for YouTube video. But when I do other things like for professional jobs or shoot for branding, I use my professional camera. So I have different cameras for different things, but you only need one, a microphone, and you can get that from Amazon, where you can actually plug it into your cell phone. And when you go to Amazon, it's a good idea to watch a video on the product first and see if that product works well for your cell phone. It may be $19, $25. You plug that into your phone, and you plug the second part of it could be a lapel mic to your lapel, and you have good volume. A light, you can have a window light, and I know we all have a window at home. You can sit in front of that light. You can have a lamp, or you can buy lights. A tripod may be $20, $30 where you can set your phone on that tripod. You can have a desk tripod where you can sit on a desk, or a floor tripod, but you can actually get started for under $150, even less, because you have your phone, you get a microphone, you get a tripod, you have your window light. So now you can get started for like $60. So it's very easy now to get that gear that you need. So your cell phone is your cell phone is your main one. So your second one is your microphone. Okay, so it's like I say on here, sometimes people will get a microphone that they can actually talk into. And I actually have one of those right here that I purchased, a microphone that I could actually talk into. And this is more of a professional microphone for my podcast, my webinars, and things like that. It's a very good microphone, but you don't really need that. You can just do the one at the bottom of the slide, which is the lapel mic, where you plug part of it into your phone and you put the other part onto your lapel. So you can order that from Amazon, and that's pretty much all you need. Lights. So like I said, you can do a window light, because natural light is the best. So if you can stand or sit in front of the window where the light is coming in your face, that's the best thing. I had a client say, I open my front door and I sit in front of it and I let that light come in. Was that good? I was like, yes, that's really good. You can use natural light that comes from a window or outdoors, or you can use a lamp, or you can purchase studio lights here on the slide. And once again, you go to Amazon or whatever and purchase studio lights for even $25. So if some of them come in sets of two. And so you can buy the two studio lights, plug them in your home, put one on the right side of your face, put one on the left side of your face. So it's just easy to get started. I think the gear is okay for us. It's the doing it part. And we'll talk about that. Tripods. You can get it if you don't like ordering online. You get these things at Best Buy. So you could do at the top of the screen, that tripod is about $25, $30, and it's a floor tripod, so it can go from the floor up, or the one at the bottom is a tabletop tripod. So if you're sitting and you're doing your videos at the kitchen table, you can just put that tripod on the tabletop. So, and put your phone on that. And so it's just real easy to get started. And so that's the gear. So what types of videos should we be making for our marketing mix? And like I said, if you're just getting started, 2 to 3 minutes, that is good, and it's not long. You can do a Q&A video. So you can decide, okay, I'm going to do videos every Wednesday or once a week. And sometimes you may do a Q&A video. The good thing about it is your audience gets used to it, and they know, oh, she's going to come on Wednesday and do a certain kind of video. And so they look for it, especially if you do the same time. That's really good. It's like a TV show or a radio show. It comes on at the same time that day. And so let's say you're going to do a Q&A every Wednesday at 11. And you come on and you introduce yourself and you welcome your people. I used to say, well, hello, awesome people, my awesome entrepreneurs. And you say, today I have a question that people ask me all of the time, and I wanted to share it with you guys because you may be thinking about that too. And so the question is that people ask me, okay, Marcia, how do I use Instagram to build my business? And then you just answer the question on the video. And then so at the beginning, you do your introduction, you give your information in the middle, something short, and then at the end of the video, you give a call to action, and so be sure and visit us at my website and you tell them, or be sure and look forward to my new ebook, or be sure and check us out. We're having online classes. Send them somewhere, give them a call to action. So you can do a Q&A video. Sometimes you may want to do a how-to video, and it can be how to do something in your industry. And I'm a firm believer, it's been a game changer for me, of planning. And like I was telling one of the entrepreneurs on here, I love going to a coffee shop and planning. I love it, love it, love it. And I may just get my things and I can stay here in my office at home. It's nice. I have a nice office at home. It's big. I have a window. I have my fan. It's wonderful. I have a TV. But I prefer sometimes to just go to the coffee house and sit out, get something to drink, plan, think, and write down. And I do this quite a bit. I might write down 4 or 5 titles of what can I teach, what kind of videos or what kind of posts can I do. And I do a lot of how to. And I may write down how to plan a schedule, how to plan social media on a busy schedule. I may write down, okay, this is another topic, how to become, how to grow your business with Instagram. Or I may write down how to stay motivated and creative as a business owner. So I'm writing these things down because these can be good things for video. But get this, you can also use the same thing instead of creating a lot of different content for the podcast, your blog, your social media posts. So you can take one topic that you've written down and use it for everything that week. You can use it on your podcast, use it on your blog, use it on your social site, use it on your video. And you're not having to create all of this content. You can just change things up a little for each channel. You can do a promotional video. Yes, you want to promote your products and services sometimes. You don't want to be overly promotional on social media because the algorithms don't like that. It's social media for a reason. But sometimes you want to promote a product or service, especially if you've done these other things and you've given so much value. You can do an explainer video where you explain how something works, or you explain something, one of your services, or you explain how to do business with you. So you can do an explainer video, or how you're making something. Behind the scenes are great, where you can actually spend, like for the coffee shop. Let's say you're a real estate professional and you, or any professional, and you're headed to go meet a client, and you stop at this coffee shop and you stop, you grab a coffee, you get yourself together. You can take a picture of that. That's behind the scenes, something you do before going to meet a client. And it can be anything that you do behind the scenes. It could be a morning routine. So these are great ideas for different types of videos. You just want to remember, always provide value with your information, and value, either it will evoke emotion, it would inspire people, it will teach them something or educate them something, it will solve a problem. That's value. So value before sales. And that is how you will grow your business and get people to actually become clients, because you've given value, you've done these things ahead of time. And when you do this, people are more inclined to purchase when you offer something or you have something to buy, versus just showing up and selling. And, people are like, oh no, they're trying to sell me something. But can you imagine if you show up every week and you're providing value, you're answering questions, you're giving solutions, you're teaching something. When you have something to offer, they're more inclined to buy. So here are Q&A videos. And of course, you can take pictures with your phone, screenshot. And so you produce these type of videos to answer questions. I get my Q&As from my clients. I write them down. I write them down when I'm working with a client. And I had a client say, my social media is not working for me. And I said, okay, I'm going to write that down, because I'm going to talk about how to make your social media work for you. I'm actually going to do a video on it. And I said, there are a few reasons why your social media is not working for you. And we went over that. So I get my ideas from things that clients are saying, things that I hear in conversations, because we want our content to match what people are looking for. It's not what Marsha thinks, oh, this might be good. I need to make sure it's what people are looking for. That's why I tell people to join 1 or 2 Facebook groups, because in those groups, people ask so many questions and you can get so many ideas and say, oh, I may be able to answer that question in the video. So that's Q&A type video. So a tutorial video, this kind of video provides information for the viewer. An example for this could be a how-to, anything in your industry. It could be 2 things or 3 things. Anything in your industry where you provide a tutorial. People really like getting information. So a promotional video, you can showcase your product or your services, or maybe you're having something that's coming up for a certain season or a certain month. You want to let people know. And with video, you get more reach than you do now with just posting. Behind the scenes videos, these show who you are. They let people get to see you, get to know you. You can be authentic. They show how you are with your business. You could be serious, you could be funny, but behind the scenes really let people into who you are as a person. And people, like I say, people do business with people that they like. Um, and so you can just, you can do them while you're on the go. And sometimes I may be out walking and I just pull my phone up, and while I'm on the go, do a video behind the scenes. I'm out walking, because that's what I do behind the scenes to kind of wind down in the evening. So people really like them. And yeah, you can actually do them while you're walking, while you're on the go. They're great. So 3 parts to a video. So people say, well, Marsha, what to put in the video? Okay. I think I may do it. What do I put in it? So I always tell people you only need a 3-part script for a video. Okay. 2 to 3 minutes. So the first part is your introduction or your hook. And I tell people, think about it. Look on YouTube video and find some videos on how to do a hook, because it's there. And your introduction or hook may only be 2 sentences, where your hook could be before your introduction. Your hook could be a question. Your hook could be a phrase. Your hook could be a quote, in the words of such and such, and then you introduce yourself. So you just want to keep people watching. So that hook needs to be something that people can relate to. I like a question sometimes as a hook, because if we can ask a question, for instance, do you feel like you're just posting to social media and nothing's happening? That is a good hook, because a lot of people be shaking their heads, okay? And you have to give some solutions to that, if that's your hook, your question. Or you may say something, do you feel like you're trying to learn how to do something in your industry, but you just haven't found the right course for it? That's your hook, especially if you want to introduce a course. So your hook, your introduction, that's the first part of your video. And you don't have to say your name right off. You can say the hook and then say, well, I am, with your company name, and move from there. So the second part of this 3-part script is the meat. And what I like to say to give value is like from the screen before. You're either going to do a Q&A, or you're going to do a tutorial, you're going to do a how-to, or behind the scene, or an informational video. So in here in the middle, you give meat. That way people don't just think this person's going to try to sell me something. And I was telling someone the other day when I was working with a client, we were talking about email marketing, and they were like, well, how do I get the person from unsubscribing or not? I said, well, it's what you put in the email. Now, if you're going to send an email twice a month and all you're going to do is promote and sell, they may unsubscribe. But if you're going to send an email, you have a good hook and you have meat or value in the email, people are going to open it because they expect that you're going to give value. So that's what's in the middle of the video, and it doesn't need to be long. And then the last part, thirdly, of your call to action, your CTA. This is why video works well, because you can actually send somebody somewhere verbally. You can, for me, I could send, if I'm trying to promote my podcast, I could send them there and say, be sure and check out my latest podcast on whatever. If I'm trying to build my YouTube channel, I may say, be sure and check us out on YouTube and watch our latest video on. If I'm doing a video and I want to drive people to my website, I may say, be sure and check out marshallynnhudson.com for my free resource, my Instagram guide, which is actually something I'm working on now, and it will be on my site in a few days, Instagram guide. So you pick one thing and you you send them to that one thing. Maybe it's a blog. Maybe you're starting a blog, or maybe you just started Pinterest. Be sure and check out our new Pinterest page. So the 3-part video has so many benefits for us. People love them. It's live. They can see us. They can hear us. It's fast. It gives a hook. It gives information, and it sends us somewhere, sends people somewhere in case they want to purchase from you. So where can you get ideas for these videos? So many places that I get ideas, and I just write them down. Sometimes I have like 20 ideas for a video. I'll go to the coffee house or go to bookstore, sit down, look through some magazines, take notes. And I was like, this is great for a video, or this is great for a podcast. Don't forget, you can use one piece of content for a podcast, a blog, a video, social. Quora, Quora, that's a place where people go and ask questions on every subject. And you can go to Quora, it's free, and set up an account, and just read. Let's say you're in a certain industry. Let's say you're a health coach. Well, you go to Quora and you type in questions on health coach. You're going to find all these questions. Let's say you are a blogger and you go in, you type in blog, and you're going to find all of these questions. How do I start a blog? What's the best format? What do I put in the blog? And see, you can answer the questions that people are looking for from your industry. Facebook groups, I'm a big believer in joining a few of those, because people ask questions in those groups. Because Facebook groups are not for selling, they're for community. And like-minded people are in there trying to get questions and answers for their own businesses. So you can go there like, wow, that's a good question. I could do a video on that. Pinterest is a great place to get ideas, because don't forget, Pinterest is 2-part. It's a search engine and part social media. Yes, Pinterest is a search engine like Google, and it's part social media. I need to actually get better with being more active on my Pinterest, because it does so much for us as coaches and people who offer classes and things like that. Other people and clients, I write down questions, and I'm thinking that's going to be a good post. This question that this client asked me. The other day, I was talking with a client who's really trying to build a brand, and she goes, I just don't know where to get started. I just don't know where to get started. I was like, that is a great question for anything, for a blog, how to get started with your online presence. That's good for a blog. That's good for a video, a YouTube video, because it'd be a little longer than 2 or 3 minutes. That's good for a podcast. I mean, how to get started with an online presence. That's just a good question. That's even good for a free course. Let's say you were going to do a 3-part video, a free course on how to get started. If you were a coach or something, or a consultant on something, and you offered it free. That's a great thing to do. Industry blogs. I like reading other people's blogs, and I get ideas and things like that. Books and articles, industry websites, and emails. We get so many emails, right? And some of them are great. And I'll save my emails, put them in a swipe file, and on the weekends or in the evening when I have time to check them, I go through and read them. I do that quite a bit, because I get so many good ideas from good emails. Other social media influencers, other people that I follow who send me emails, I get so many good ideas, because they send so much value in the emails, so much value that I could use for myself or to teach my clients. So let's say you say, okay, Marsha, that's fine and dandy, but I don't want to be in the video, which I do want you to be in the video sometime. But how can we make videos without being in the video? So here are some tools that I've used in the past, and that I've helped people for creating video without a cell phone or camera. Adobe Spark has a free version where you can actually make videos in minutes. It says it on their website. Make videos in minutes, where the videos are mainly slideshows, and you can talk behind them if you like. And so you can actually make a video, or you can make a video and put words in it. So your video for Adobe Spark may have 6 slides. And in each one, you may have a point in it. And then you can upload the video to your social media. You don't have to have your face in the video. Screencast-O-Matic, like I mentioned, where you can actually videotape your camera, your phone, your computer, and You can talk behind it. So you may have on your computer images, and you may have an image where you bring that image up and capture it with your screen and talk about it. Let's say, for instance, we have an artist on here. She can use 5 of her images and use Screencast-O-Matic. It's free, and pull up one image and talk about it. Then put up her second image and talk about it, and pull up her third image. And so she's actually making a video on her art without being in the camera. But we want to make sure that she's saying why you need this piece, how it's going to look great in your home, how it's going to be when people come over, it's going to be awesome. So you want to talk about the benefits of that art. So I'm like, yes, I want that on my wall. When people come over, I want them to be like, wow, where did you get that? So that type of video could actually do that. Let's say we have a coffee entrepreneur on here, and she wanted to make a video without being on the camera. So she could, with Adobe Spark, she could get different images of maybe coffee, mugs, different things that are associated with it, and then talk about different things with those items. Or if she was going to do the Screencast-O-Matic, same. So it could be one image. And it can be, for example, it could be, let's say at the coffee shop, you sell a tumbler, and the tumbler has your logo on it or whatever. It's like Starbucks. They sell a lot of tumblers, and they have cool tumblers, and we buy them. And, you know, it has a little straw in it, and it helps you to drink more water. And so let's say you pull up that picture, and that picture is on the screen while you talk about, you know, how this tumbler keeps your water cold, even when it's hot, you know, it's insulated because always benefits, or how this tumbler will help you to remember to drink more water, you know, just different things, how this is cute in your home. And so you actually are selling without a hard sale. So there are ways to do a video without having your face on video, but I do recommend your face because people get to know you. And so Adobe Spark here is the website, and you can create videos in minutes, share them to your site. You can make short videos, you can add images, text. And, you know, we're in a short training session. It's free, but I tell people after your training session, go check it out. And they have videos on there to show you how easy it is to get started. And there is a paid version, but there's also a free version also. So these are ways to make videos without having your face. But don't forget, you don't have to be overwhelmed. You're only going to do one a week. Okay, so here it is. Here's a screenshot of Adobe Spark, and it says create videos for free in minutes. You know, I talked about a website earlier. I gave a website training, and I said people want to know what's in it for them right away. You need a slogan or you need a phrase. Look at this, what Adobe Spark is saying right away. Create videos for free in minutes. I'm going to tell you 3 good things that they're doing with these words as soon as you get on the site. Number 1, they're talking about creating videos because that's what we need to do. Number 2, they made a point that it's free. And number 3, in minutes, because people are so busy. So that right there is a great opener for when people land on the website, letting them know what's in it for me. I'm busy. Oh, it takes minutes. I don't want to spend a lot of money. Oh, it's free. You see? So that's how you want to, you know, to check that out and even do these kind of things on your website. So Screencast-O-Matic, here's a screen capture. You don't have to be in the video. And you need to, if you need to teach something important, you can capture your screen. I did one on Dropbox. I had so many people. I'm a photographer, and I have real estate people, and I take pictures for their homes, and I send their pictures through Dropbox. Well, how do you do Dropbox? Well, how do I get into Dropbox? It's free. It's easy to download. Well, I don't understand Dropbox. And I say, I need to do a screen capture on Dropbox. And so I actually did that. I pulled up my screen and actually videotaped my screen doing Dropbox. So you can always videotape your screen with this kind of software. And like I say, there's a free version and there's a low cost for the year. And that is the the .com. I use Screencast-O-Matic quite a bit for my students at the college. I teach online, and I will do video lectures where I actually tape my screen so they can see if I'm lecturing on how to write an essay. I actually bring the essay up and teach from the essay from the screen. So I use Screencast-O-Matic quite a bit for that. So how do you might say, okay, I may do this, Marsha. I may start maybe trying one video a week with my phone, not too much. So how do you promote it? So if you're going to think about it, how you promote it, you want to use the right keywords in your video description. So even when you make a video and you do it with your phone, and let's say you upload it to Instagram, you still have to put words in the caption in Instagram. So you want to use the right keywords. If you were making a video on something from your industry, you need to put those words in the caption. For me, if I made a video on how to grow your business with Instagram, and I gave a few tips and I uploaded it to Instagram, I got to write in the caption. So I'm going to put in the caption, this video is about growing your business with Instagram. It will help you brand your business as an entrepreneur. So I'm putting Instagram in the caption. I'm putting brand in the caption. I'm putting growth. I'm putting entrepreneur. Those are keywords that help people to find your video. Create good titles. Even when you're uploading to social media, it will say title. So you can give your video a title. Or if you're doing YouTube, you definitely want to give your video great titles because that's what's going to make people click. Use hashtags. Hashtags will promote your videos. I always tell people 3 or 4 or 5 hashtags for Facebook, 7 or 8 or 6 or 7 for LinkedIn, and you know how many for Instagram is 30. Okay, Instagram wants you to use all 30. It helps you, and you should think of that as 30 opportunities for people to find me. When you use 30, when you use 3, then you've limited yourself on Instagram to 3 opportunities to people finding you. Give good information about your video, tell what it's going to be about, take advantage of email marketing. These are ways to promote your video. You can make an email and you can put information about your video or embed your video into the email and tell people click to watch it. Of course, you can promote on your website. Of course, you can promote your videos on your blog and on all of your social sites. So there are many places to actually promote this video. And I tell people, you don't have to do everything and do so much. Just decide 1 or 2 places where you're going to actually promote your video. That way you're not overwhelmed with trying to do everything. I'm a firm believer in the 1 to 2. Pick 1 to 2 good social sites and go all in. Even if it's 1, pick 1 day a week to do a video. Pick 2 days to be, or 3 days to be on social media. Pick 2 emails a month. I'm a firm believer in the 1 to 2, no more than 3. Pick 2 Facebook groups and become a part of it. We can't do everything all of the time. We're too busy. We just can't. But we can do the 1 to 2 and go all in on the 1 to 2. You see what I'm saying? So how do you create a theme, a calendar, pre-plan? This has been a game changer for me. Oh my gosh. I will say before the pandemic, I used to just kind of think, okay, I'm a writer, so I really can think fast. It's like, okay, I need to put something up. That really wasn't a good thing. And when I started having more time being home and having to teach more from home, I thought I really need to start. I actually watched a webinar and the person was like, you need a pre-planning day. You don't need to wake up and think to plan, to post. Sometimes we might, it was like, okay, I need to post. That's okay. You get away with that sometimes. I do. But overall, you need to plan. And this has been another thing. I go to the coffee house or the bookstore. I may just stay there 2 hours and plan. What am I going to do for my YouTube video? What am I going to do for my podcast? When am I going to do an email? And I just make a plan. And that's a day when I'm not meeting clients, or an evening when I'm done working or teaching. So it may be in the evening or it may be a Saturday, but pre-planning is the key, especially when we're busy. We can all spend an hour or so, sometime that we're not busy, one day a week. So you can write down your ideas for 3 or 4 videos, but the good thing is those same ideas can be used for other things. Okay. You can pick a day to work on the weekend or work on your content, decide on your formats. Where will you post? Okay. I mean, are you going to post it just on Instagram? That's wonderful. You're going to post your video just on Facebook? That's great. Okay. So the planning is great, especially if we pick a day to plan out. Some people, I like to do my planning once a week. That's just me. I have clients who plan for the whole month, which that's great too. They plan for the whole month. I like the once a week. You got to pick what works for you. And all you need to do is make one video a week to post. We can all do one video a week, whether it's with our face or Screencast-O-Matic, Adobe Spark. Pre-planning will help you stay consistent. And even when you're traveling or you're going on vacation, you don't have to neglect your social media because you've already planned it. Maybe you've made it, maybe you saved it, maybe you're going away for a week and you don't want to work on social media, but you got it on automation. And so you're still, you're not, you hadn't gotten away from your schedule. And sometimes when we go away and we come back and we have to take a vacation from the vacation, you know how that goes. And before we get back on track, it's 2 to 3 more weeks. So pre-planning would keep us consistent. So consistency is the key. Nothing works well, and you know this, without being consistent. And a video strategy will attract your ideal audience. And when I'm talking about consistency, I can say that for anything, not just social media, not just video market, it's anything. If I want to lose weight, I need to consistently eat clean and do what I need to do. When we all went to school, we went to college consistently, we had to go to class, we had to do what we need to do to get a degree in 4 years. Okay. You just have to be consistent. You can't start and say, well, I want to go get this college degree. And it's a 2 or 3 or 4 year commitment, but you're not consistent. You won't get that degree. And it's with anything. It's with starting a business. It's with building an online presence. It's with anything. It's with some people's like, I want to write a book. Be consistent. Write a little bit each day. Even if it takes you a year, you get the book. Consistency is just the key. And it doesn't work being inconsistent. You can't be inconsistent and get a degree. You can't be inconsistent and write a book. You can't be inconsistent and build a presence online. You can't be inconsistent with video and grow an audience. It just doesn't work. And we can't use life things. I had to go on vacation. Oh, this happened, that happened, because that's always going to happen. You have to plan for those things. So today is your opportunity. And what I said earlier is I really like where we're living right now in this life, because there's so many opportunities. And they weren't even there 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And I've been a photographer for 20 years since I got out of college, and things are different now. And I've been in social media teaching it since 2015, 6 years or so. Things are so different now. And there's so much more opportunity now to build the tomorrow we want. And so when we decide now is the time, and I love giving webinars and I love to watch them, but I don't want to just watch them and don't do anything about it within 48 hours or it gets away from us. Today is our opportunity to build the tomorrow we want. So if you're watching a training, whether you're live or replay, you're watching a replay and you're thinking, I can probably do a short video. Well, try to do it within that week. Write down what you can do, put it up there, try to do it within that week, because things get away. I can't even believe how far we are into 2021. It's like we're halfway through the year. Time goes away so fast. So take the opportunity today when you learn things from your trainings to put them into action. So I want to thank you guys for joining me today. As always, so glad to be always offering things and bringing training and tools and tips and just strategies for you to use for your business. One thing I always say as business owners, we're very busy. Don't overwhelm yourself. Pick 1 or 2 things, make it happen, work on that. If you're confused about something, my favorite thing is watch a YouTube video or watch a training and learn about it so that you can make sure you grow your business. So at my website, marshallinhudson.com, I'm so excited. I'm getting some new resources made. And I did do some outsource because I just can't do everything myself. So I'm waiting on